This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 19th day of January. James Spann here. Boy, a fantastic day today, but things kind of go downhill tomorrow. We've got two fairly major storm systems on the way, so a lot to talk about. Let's do it. Skycam shots. Now, Birmingham looking good. The sky partly sunny, but as you look back to the northwest there, you can see the sky is a bit more overcast, and by the time you go to Jasper, it's cloudy. And temperatures are cooler up there in the northwestern part of the state where the clouds are pretty thick. But look down south. There's the Mobile Skycam. The U.S. battleship USS Alabama looking back over toward downtown Mobile. Nothing but severe clear down there. Okay, there's the active setup there. Very active southern stream screaming along the southern part of the United States, pushing a series of waves along. And we'll deal with storm number one beginning tomorrow. Here's a look at temperatures, and you can see where the clouds are thicker. In fact, Haleyville only at 52. It's downright cool up there, but you go down to Alexander City, it's 66 degrees, almost like springtime. Birmingham sitting at 64, right at forecast highs for today. But the string of sunny days will be ending as clouds thicken tonight, and tomorrow will be cloudy and wet at times. Now, look at that, the radar early this afternoon, even showing a few echoes over northwest Alabama. Not sure any of that is reaching the ground. I don't think so. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Much more will be ahead. Here's our watch warning map this afternoon. Again, the west is a mess. Heavy rain, flooding, mountain snow out there. Big issues for California, Arizona, parts of the southern Rockies. Got winter storm watches up for parts of Iowa. And nothing around here, but we might see a few counties across the deep south going under a flash flood watch before this midweek storm is over. There's the rain for the next 5 days. And again, look out west. That speaks for itself. California drenched. Arizona drenched. Heavy mountain snow out there. And around here, numbers are coming up. All of a sudden on this run, we've got numbers that are at 2 inches for the Birmingham Metro, and this is valid through Sunday morning at 6 o'clock. So this is still basically the event at midweek. The rain on Sunday will be just after this. Some amounts up in the 3.5-inch range over North Mississippi and the Mid-South around Memphis. And again, there could be some flooding issues up there. What about severe weather? Well, let's take a look. These are the convective outlooks. This is for the rest of today and tonight. A very low-end chance of a few storms with hail over Arkansas, Missouri. Don't expect any severe weather today or tonight. But tomorrow, look at that. The risk is expanding. Slight risk of severe weather now over Alabama, south of a line from Tuscaloosa to Montgomery, and then down to Andalusia. And almost all of Mississippi, all of Louisiana, parts of South Arkansas and eastern Texas. There's the probabilities, and the 30% area is centered over the southern half of Mississippi and parts of Louisiana, basically from Shreveport down to Mobile. That includes Jackson. Lower end numbers as you go farther north, and the instability is the main issue with this big batch we'll deal with tomorrow night. And then we'll go to day 3, which is Thursday. The slight risk is down to the south, but notice the low-end probabilities cover almost all of Alabama, and that is for the possibility of redevelopment Thursday afternoon, as you'll see in modeling here in just a moment. In the day 4 through 8, day 5 is Saturday, day 6 is Sunday, and almost all of Alabama in a severe weather risk on Sunday or day 6. So we've kind of gone from the Arctic chill to the active storm mode here over the last 5 days. Quite a transition. Let's look at modeling. This is the GFS valid at noon tomorrow at 500 millibars. You can see the active southern branch down below that at midday. Again, the rain seems to be more likely over the northern part of Alabama with a boundary that should be lifting north, a warm front, if you will. But we'll mention a good chance of rain at times tomorrow statewide. Let's go to the RPM, a little higher resolution here. This is valid at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. It shows the heaviest rain back over around Vicksburg. Go to midnight tomorrow night. And if this is right, heavy rain should be falling over northwest and north Alabama. And certainly there could be some thunderstorms involved with that. Excellent dynamic support, but very, very little instability. We just don't expect a severe weather issue up here, at least on a widespread basis. 6 o'clock Thursday morning, that batch of storms beginning to shift to the south, but it looks like a really good rain. Now, you can see why the idea is there that we might pick up a couple of inches of rain tomorrow night. And let's go to Thursday evening. Okay, let's see. This is 0230Z. This is 8:30 Thursday night. The big batch of storms, the MCS, way to the east, but you see the little activity over central Alabama. We just wonder if those could be some pretty healthy storms. No, it doesn't look much on this graphic here, but look at the instability values. This is the exact same time, about 8 o'clock Thursday evening. Very high instability, at least for January, with some readings there over 1,500 joules down below Birmingham. So I think that idea is still valid. A good big batch of rain and storms tomorrow night, ending Thursday morning. A break in the rain midday Thursday, and the sun may be popping out, pushing us up towards 70, and that makes us unstable, and we could see one more round of storms Thursday evening, and those could pack a punch, maybe strong to severe. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now, there's the helicity, by the way, for the same time. This is Thursday evening at 6 o'clock, and really the higher values are off to the east. So hopefully, if we do see some active convection Thursday evening, we will not have a tornado problem there. And then Friday, that's gone. We're in between systems, no cold air. Partly sunny with a high in the 60s. Saturday, here comes our western storm off to the west. Pretty good southerly flow here, but I think the day will be dry. Kind of breezy with a mixture of clouds and sunshine, highs up in the 60s. And Sunday, yes, you can see why there's some idea there could be some severe weather issues. And there's the surface chart. The surface low is 988 millibars between Minneapolis and Chicago. And a very nice batch of thunderstorms blowing through here. And let's get through the midweek system, then we can focus on that. We'll just say we have the chance of the dual threat of heavy rain and strong to severe storms on Sunday. We can't be really much more specific than that at this phase of the game. Let's get number one out of the way, then we can focus on that. And then Monday of next week turns colder, 540 line down to Birmingham as the storm moves on to the east. And Tuesday, this run not as cold. It's got us a little warmer on Tuesday than the earlier run. That would have us back up in the 50s, but certainly no 60s or 70-degree warmth early next week following that storm. Into the forecast on the 4th of February, and again, we've talked about this a lot. We don't know yet, but we have reason to think it might turn pretty cold over the nation. This shows an active southern stream, and it is cold up north. And again, what you're looking at right there, that 1,038 Arctic high, in an active southern stream, that just screams icing problems for somebody because the cold air is going to be awfully shallow around here. But again, we're not trying to be specific. We're just looking at ideas out there. But again, based on what we've seen with the AO going negative, we think it could be pretty chilly or downright very cold at some point in early February around here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. And that, of course, is in Birmingham. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.